everybody, and welcome to a bonus episode of Pokemon Platinum. I am doing this basically because I suddenly realised that I'd totally forgotten something. Took me about 2 weeks to even realise it, but yeah, there's something that I mega missed. It probably should have been done just before the Elite Four, but I'm going to do it now just because obviously I don't want to forget it. Okay, so essentially what this is going to involve is... Oh yeah, you don't have fly anymore, do you? Oh well, doesn't matter. Just go to Sand Gem Town. Stick a repel up. It's kind of in doubt whether I have enough to do this. I basically missed out on catching Dialga and Palkia, which are obviously the two legendaries for Diamond and Pearl. But they are available in Platinum, it's just you might not end up coming across them. So yeah, that's probably how I forgot them, because I always forget that they're there, to be honest. Let's take Ricky out for now. But yeah, I am going to just quickly buy more repels. But there is also another thing that you might miss while doing this, because you have to go to a very, very specific part of Mount Coronet to do this. Other than Spear Pillar, of course, you've got to go there, but I mean somewhere else. Now you've got to go from Oreburg, but I'm just going to go to... There's a mart in the fight area, let's just go there. So... yeah, so let's head over to the mart, wherever it is. I think it's over here somewhere. Yeah, here we are. Please sell me some repels. I don't want to risk me not having enough. Whatever, 30. It's the end of the game anyway. Shouldn't need any more than about 10 really, but even so. So, essentially, you're going to need a Pokemon with... well, essentially you're going to need these moves. You're going to need Strength, Rock Smash, Rock Climb, Waterfall and Surf. So you've got to make sure that you have all of those at your disposal. I think you have all of those. Yeah, you do. And then obviously Hopper's got Surf. So who else am I going to get rid of? Let's go with Scooby-Doo. It's unfortunate that we have to leave these two behind, but technically this isn't part of the LP. Well, it technically is, it's just I had to add it on. I mean, I would add this like as part 48 or something, but then it would just look weird with all the levels. So yeah, I'll just add this as a bonus episode. It's probably a bit easier really. So, I've gone to the wrong city, that would help if I actually go to the right place. Supposed to be going to Oreburg, or Hearthome, but Oreburg's nicer. Okay, so let's get going. Just putting it out there, if you do want to watch the live stream of my Emerald No Sleep Nuzlocke, it should be taking place on the 6th of April. Again, if you're watching this later on, then obviously that doesn't apply. It should be up on YouTube. But if you just want to watch the actual live stream, watch me actually doing it as I play, ask me a few questions on the go if you want to come down, then by all means. I just thought it'd be a bit easier doing it with a live stream rather than just doing it in parts, because it just doesn't seem right doing something like that in parts. So, and then I thought live streaming it would be a nice idea, because being up for 25-ish hours without having like anyone to talk to is going to be a bit odd. But I will have a few friends at the live stream, and hopefully you can come along too. But if you don't, it should be up on YouTube, as I said. Yeah, it should be happening on 6th of April at around about 6... no, why am I saying 6? About 12 o'clock? Like midday GMT, so... yeah, anyway, essentially, I'm just kind of yattering on here. You need to go in this cave, the one that we went into just to pick up a couple of items, but we couldn't proceed because of this waterfall. So we need to come in here Now again, this is something it's very possible that you may miss, because obviously you're coming through here, you won't have waterfall yet, so you may forget to come here. I'm not sure what's in this cave in Diamond and Pearl, because I'm pretty sure it's here, but anyway, well, that's probably in here, to be honest. The stone plate, you can pick that up, but on the left you can find the adamant orb, and on the right you can find the lustrous orb. So now we have those two orbs, we do want to make our way up to Spear Pillar. I've just suddenly realised something. Okay, that's fine. Oh, how many quick balls do I have? Oh, okay, that's fine, whatever. I was going to say, I don't really want to have to go get more Pokeballs. Yeah, so you must go there, you must pick up the Adamant and the Lustrous Orb, and then just make your way up to the Spear Pillar. Okay, so, yeah. If you haven't looked already, my next LP is going to be White 2, as in a full LP. I'm not sure when Platinum's going to be fully uploaded. Obviously I'm saying this and White 2 is probably about to be uploaded. Probably already started recording this when this has actually been uploaded. Because I'm recording this on the 29th. And I said I'd start recording on the 1st, but I may leave it ever so slightly because I've been slacking a bit with uploads recently. But yeah, so the next one should be White 2. It's going to be a very, very long LP. I was considering pushing my because I changed it again, so that I've decided I'm going to do Crystal instead of Heart Gold for my Johto LP. And that's probably going to... I was considering putting that before White 2, but I want White 2 to go up first, just because I think it's going to be a bit of a funner game to play, really. But yeah, I mean, hopefully White 2 will go fine. It's going to be a very long LP, though. Okay, so now we're at the Spear Pillar. Provided you... okay, I don't know why there's no thingy here. Okay, well, let me double check. Be right back. Right, okay, so I did miss one little thing just before I got the orbs. You have to, before you go get the orbs, well, you can't get them anytime, but you've got to come to Celestic Town and speak to the Elder, who is over here. Well, hello, you look good. I did some research of my own since that spot of trouble last time. Mount Coronet's acting up had me very concerned too. Well, this is what I found in the shrine. It's a book, and it's quite old. Let me read a bit for you. The bearer of the shining adamant orb summons Dialga to the Spear Pillar. The guardian of time will answer the call. The bearer of the shining lustrous orb summons Palkia to the Spear Pillar. The Pokémon that binds spatial dimensions will answer the call. It seems the people of long ago met both Dialga and Palkia, the Pokémon of time and space. So doing that will activate the event, but you have to go and get the orbs first. You must, as the book says, you must have both the orbs, or else you cannot get the two legendaries. I'm not going to go back up to Spear Pillar on film, so I'll be back when I'm up there. Right, I'm back. Okay, so once you're at the Spear Pillar, you've triggered that event and you've got an adamant orb, repel or wear off, but you'll have a blue portal right here. So, you're gonna want... who knows? If you have a Bronzong, it would be very useful during this fight. A Bronzong with Levitate, it must have Levitate, will be a fantastic choice for this fight. It's the only Pokemon I can think of, though, that will be good against this. Because essentially you've got to be watching out for a Pokemon with perfect coverage in just 2 moves. And they're very strong moves, especially coming from this thing. Speaking of which, this Pokemon will be at level 70, so do be very careful with that. Again, it's not too difficult to catch, but it's difficult to take down because of just how incredibly good this thing is. So, what moves do you have? Flamethrower, Fly, Air Slash, Roost. That's a bit eh. I'll go with Hopper actually, since he can use Ice Beam. It's not going to be very well. It'll be neutral damage, but even so. Okay, so anyway, enough yattering on. Let's do it. On the other side of the rift is in a fantastically bizarre place. It's Dialga! Will you challenge Dialga? Not gonna try. Ugh, a bit laggy there. There we go. Okay, so we have the awesome music, a jazzy new sprite, and we're up against Dialga. Level 70, Steel Dragon. Has pressure for its ability. Now here is its signature move, Roar of Time. Be very careful with this thing. It is 150 power. It hits from its incredibly high special attack stat. The only upside to the fact is that it must recharge on the next turn. So do keep that in mind. As for its other moves, it has Heal Block, which again, well, not again, I don't know why I'm saying again, but you must take into account that that does not mean you cannot use Hyper Potions. It only means you can't use moves such as Recover, Roost, Moonlight, Morning Sun, that kind of thing. You can't use those moves, but you can use Hyper Potions or whatever. It also has Earth Power, which is another move you must watch out for, as well as Slash. So yeah, be careful with that. Now I was a bit stupid and I didn't, but a good idea is to open up the fight with a Quick Ball, just because this thing has a catch rate of 30, which may seem quite low, but it's not that low compared to Pokemon such as Giratina, Mewtwo, that kind of thing. So yeah, this thing isn't particularly difficult to catch, neither is Palkia, but it is, as you can see. However, it is very, very tough. It's a big Pokemon, like seriously. It's not a version mascot for nothing. Anyway, so number 483, Dialga, the temporal Pokemon, Steel Dragon type, 17 foot 9, 1505.8 pounds. A legendary Pokemon of Sinnoh. It is said that time flows when Dialga's heart beats. Okay, so just before I move on, so Dialga, as I said, is a Steel Dragon type. Not sure what it's still doing there. Okay. So it has very good stats all around, really. It excels mainly in special attack and physical defense, and also physical attack as well. But special attack is what you really want to concentrate on. It's good, really, just all around. But for a Pokemon like Dialga, like that kind of status, it is kinda slow. I mean, it's base 90, which is still quite high, but you know, Uber Legendary standard, that is quite low. However, that doesn't mean it's a bad Pokemon. If you equip it with a Choice Scarf, it becomes a monster, using moves such as Draco Meteor. But again, it can learn moves like Earth Power, Overheat, Stone Edge, Flamethrower, Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, Aura Sphere, that Roar of Time, which isn't very good, but you know, Flash Cannon, Dragon Claw, you know, Ancient Power. It learns so many different moves, and it's a fantastic Pokemon. That speed is a bit of an issue, but it doesn't matter too much. For a Pokemon in game, it's amazing. Okay, so next we're going to want to be fighting Palkia. I'll just heal quickly. If you have an Empoleon, this fight is going to be super easy, I think. Just double check. Oh wait, maybe not. Has exactly the same moveset as Dialga, apart from one move. So head out and then back in, and you'll have a pinky purple portal this time. Okay, so on the other side of this rift, in a fantastically bizarre place, it's Palkia. Will you challenge Palkia? Not gonna try again. Yeah, I know, stupid lag. Anyway, here we go. So, awesome music once again. Another new jazzy sprite. And we're up against Palkia, level 70, Water Dragon type. Has exactly the same moveset, apart from it has Spatial Rend instead of Roar of Time, which is its signature move. Spatial Rend is significantly worse to deal with. It has only 100 power compared to 150, but it has a high critical hit ratio. It's fairly accurate accurate, to be honest with you, and it doesn't require it to recharge. Okay, so number 484, Palkia, the spatial Pokemon, Water Dragon type, 13'9", 740.8 pounds. A legendary Pokemon of Sinnoh. It is said that space becomes more stable with Palkia's every breath. Okay, so that's Palkia. Again, catch rate not too high, blah blah blah, usual stuff. So yeah, Palkia is a Water Dragon type. It basically has exactly the same stats as Dialga, except for the fact that it takes 10 points from its HP and puts them in speed, which is significantly better. As well as that, Palkia's typing means that it's only weak to one type, which is Dragon. It only offers it 3 resistances, but, you know, only one weakness is good. It has fantastic type coverage with only its stab moves. But even if you don't want to just use its stab moves, it can learn tons and tons of extra moves. Pretty much the same as what Dialga can learn. If you trade it over to Heart Gold and Soul Silver, it can learn Hydro Pump. I don't know why it can't learn it in Diamond and Pearl and Platinum, but hey. It learns Aqua Tail. Oh no, actually it learns Aqua Tail in Heart Gold as well. Okay, whatever. But yeah, its type coverage, its stab type coverage, is only resisted by Empoleon and Ferrothorn in 5th gen, I think. I think there's probably another one, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. But anyway, Palkia is a fantastic Pokemon. It's much better than Dialga. Personally, I feel it's better. Even though I prefer Dialga, Palkia is much better. So yeah, that's pretty much the end of this bonus episode, which shouldn't have even happened. It should have just been done earlier. But what the hey, me and my memory. So on the next episode of whatever it will be, I'm not sure what's going to come next. It will either be an episode of White 2, could be a showdown episode, we never know, or it could be the No Sleep Nuzlocke, which is again 6th of April, 12 PM GMT on Twitch TV. There will be a link to it on a post which I'll post beforehand if you want to come along. If not, just wait for the YouTube video, blah blah blah, usual stuff. Okay, so this is, you know, pretty much the end of the Platinum LP for real now. It's stupid me. But anyway, so until whenever the next time will be, see you then guys.